All right, yo, we're back again. I was watching some more videos on the classes and Tkinter, and it sparked my interest again. So I started coding again. So I thought I'd just stream. Why not? We'll go ahead and get some music going just for fun, and it'll be a good little chill stream. Oh, shoot. Uh, hey, man, welcome back in. All right, so what I'm doing is I got the idea to abstract out these into separate files because originally I have a menu tab and I didn't want to pull the same menu tab from everything and then have to, you know, bake in new stuff from there. So this is what we're gonna do is I renamed this to app.py. I have a GUI directory now. And then I abstracted out all my tabs, my 6 tabs into their own files here. And then what I've done is we're going to basically import inventory tab, all these as well. So let's see here. We'll start out with the balance sheet, or we'll start out, yeah, the balance sheet. We'll start top to bottom here. So this is going to be balance sheet tab, right? It's inherits that pretty much just like that. Cool. And then, so this one's going to be the expense tab, like so. This is going to be the income statement tab. This is going to be the inventory tab. This is going to be the settings tab. And this is going to be the transactions tab. This one's going to be my final project for Harvard CS50X, Leon. I want to push it on GitHub. Yeah, I mean, do you guys think like there's any like jeopardy? I mean, like, obviously people can just watch what I'm doing and everything, so it's really no different. But I'm not entirely sure. What do you guys feel like? Okay, so transactions tab here. Right? So then we have got my heated blanket on. Right? Oh boy. Here's getting long again, boys. Need a cut. What do you guys think about the GitHub? How do you guys feel about it with projects and pushing your stuff? Um, so what I will do is do git init, git add. So I'm not gonna do it yet. So I am gonna initialize here though, locally. Um, It does show contributions, so it looks nicer and appropriate even if the repo is private. Oh, I didn't know it shows contributions for private repos. That's really interesting to know. Yeah, so yeah, because it is the final project for the course, I think I want to get to a point where I get like a good structure and it working, and then we can open it up to people to add in more and more features, and we can start collaborating. But yeah, that's kind of like my plan for the time being. What are you working on, Leon? You got anything? Okay, so let's go here. We're gonna now need to go like this. Okay, right? So let's do like a line break here. And I'll say I like having another. We'll say from. So do I have to? For balance sheet tab, I just have to do all of these. Or can I do like from GUI? Do I get all of them now? No, I don't. From expenses tab, import expense tab. Gotta do this all for all of them. From income statement, import income statement tab. From inventory tab, import inventory tab. From settings tab, import settings tab. From transactions tab, import transactions tab. Right? So now we have that going on. Right? Working on my chem final that I need a 78 out of 75 for an A. 78 out of 75? Like you need over 100%? Or 78 or for an A? Other than I bombed an Amazon junior site interview. Suffering. Oh, dang. I'm sorry about that. It sucks, Liam, but you know, let's take it as a learning opportunity. To make you feel better, I'll share with you a funny interview story, I guess. So when I was fresh out of college, or when I was still in college, my senior year. I had pretty bad senioritis like the last like month when I was that, but because I was really at that point just applying to jobs. I pretty much already knew I was gonna follow my girlfriend out to California, and you know find work there. And I was already gonna graduate with a high degree and high GPA, and you know I did get some a little bit lesser marks that semester. Which did kind of drop slightly, but it's not that big a deal. But so I am a little bit disappointed in myself in that, looking back. But you know, it's okay. But there's a lot of hard work that led up to that point. Anyways, so that last like month of my senior year, I was just pretty much mass applying to jobs, in the chemistry biofield, and then I interviewed for this one place, and I don't know what kind of lab they were, or what kind of work I really can't remember. It's something to do with plants, I believe, and medicinal, and like, yeah, I can't remember, but it was like a really high. They seemed very posh, very whatnot. So anyways, I'm on this interview, and she asked me this. it went well, it went okay, and then they asked me this like chemistry question, like this actual like live field chemistry question. I wasn't expecting it at all. It just caught me completely off guard because I wasn't expecting to actually get like a quiz like in like back in 2021, like it wasn't like, I mean, even probably for software roles, like it wasn't like you had to like as leak code is now, like it was. And even back for chemistry, even then I was like, I wasn't expecting to get like a chemistry question. So it was a pretty basic one. It had to do with the dilution ratio. And um I'm really unfortunately the dilutions are my like weak suit, my weak suit in terms of that. Not that they're hard or anything, but to perform. But I always get messed up on like the ratio of like 1 to 1 and 1 to 2, and then also when you go from 1 to 9 to 1 to 10 and things like that. Just because sometimes some people do it different ways, and there is like a way they're supposed to do it. And anyways, um, sometimes it's interchangeable in certain contexts and systems and whatnot. So, anyways, I gave an answer, and then uh, I was just like thinking about it, and then the interview ended, right? And then I think I was like I convinced myself I got it wrong. So, dude, I was such an idiot. I emailed that lady back and I said, I think I got that answer wrong. This is my actual answer. Never heard back. Never heard back. Embarrassing. I was like, oh, why did I felt so embarrassed. But they they wanted me to, they were also wanting to go through like, it was like a 6 round interview process for like an entry level role at their lab. And the last interview was with their like, higher, probably CEO, or it was that in depth for a junior level and or entry level. And they wanted me to put together like a 25-minute presentation like regarding some research topic that they would have assigned. And I was like, dude, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I would have had to present it to them. Like what is this, like a CEO pitch? Like, come on. Anyways, so glad I didn't do that. Yeah, you literally you go word for word about everything you say. Exactly. Okay, so let's make this the expense tab. Let's make this the transactions tab. Let's make this the income statement tab. Make this the balance sheet tab. Make this the settings tab. Now if we render this, we get everything still. Cool, so that made it really nice. So what I can do is delete this. And then what I can do is because these are going to have various different widgets within them, and that's why I needed to abstract them out, basically, because I didn't want to get this app.py file getting very large, right? So I'm going to, so we have the small business manager class here. Right, I guess this is fine because this is the app that we are naming in app.py. So I'm going to rename this actually to app with 2 P's. So because this is the main thing, we have an app here now, an app main loop, and the app itself is the business manager class. So that's why it makes sense to have it here. I'm fine with that. I know, right? Take home project. after like on the it was like I guarantee, I swear on my life, swear to God, they said it was like 6-panel process, a 6-interview process, each interview minimum of 45 minutes to an hour and a half, with a final presentation at the end. It's like, what? Take home project. Yeah, it's doable because it offers extra credit. Oh, nice. You got it, man. Are you in Gen Chem or OChem? Okay. Okay, so we have app equals the small business manager. Tab control is the notebook app. We pack that onto tab control.pack. So the pack So I'm curious though, like why do we have to, why does pack work even though we're not even calling it on our window? It finds the window and assignment and adds it? Like, if I run, see, this is here. So I want to set like a window size of kind of like this. I don't want it to be expandable, or I want it to be set like this. So let's set where is tab control? Equals notebook. So I'll make a comment here then and say this is the notebook widget for tabs. And these are the individual tabs. Cool. So then we're packing the notebook on. These are the tabs that are going into the notebook. Okay, so then rerun. Here. So now we need to set dimensions on the app, right? So app.dimensions let me look up root.dimensions. Using geometry. Okay, so app.geometry. Let's do 800 pixel, 800. By 800. So X. What is app.geometry? String. Okay, so it's a string. 800 by 800. So now if we run this, okay. So no, I don't want to do, I want to make it a little bit. Width is going to be height 600. And then, okay, so that's better. Maybe a little bit bigger, like there. So the width is going to be, let's say, 1,000. We'll make this 650 for height. Okay, I like that. That looks good. I guess we'll make it an even 700 here. Just to round it out. Okay, I like that. Add a file for your tabs pages in GUI. Don't put all in GUI for practice. Okay, add a file for tabs. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, then we can import all from tabs, basically, right? So let's go into GUI. Let's make a file called tabs. Right. So now those are in there. From GUI.tabs.inventory tab. Okay. Now so let me just delete this. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I guess we'll make a directory called app. I'm trying to get better at design for this like program. I'm trying to limit the possibility for us to have to restart and go back again. Like I'm trying to really set up a good structure and architecture for the project so that we can be really fluid moving forward. So if you have recommendations like that was a great recommendation for the folder tabs, then let me know. So there's our app folder, app.py here. This probably has to go. Okay, so now if we run here, the module tabs. How do I import this now? No module tabs. So now that I have app.py abstracted away, I have to reference GUI. Yeah, now I have to reference GUI across these. No, still no. Huh. App is usually in root. Okay, we'll do that instead. We'll rename this to root. So do I have to like abstract this away somehow? Like so? Oh, in the root folder. And then we can just boom, boom. Okay, so now we're working again. Okay. So then, do you want 1280 by 720? That's probably a good idea for just HD pixels. It's pretty large. Go back down. 1700. Maybe we have to do like the 960 by 480. That's that. That's a little too small. Okay, we'll say app.resize, resizable, equals false. I think that's it, right? No, you can still resize. Width, height, tuple, bool. So width, false. Height, false. Aha! Got it, baby. Woohoo! Alright, so now it's not resizable. Cool. So the thing is though, is do I want the classes to inherit from a class that inherits TK frame, but I style them all the same, right? So I might want to create like a (1080) by 720. That's good, that's fine. Okay. Now we have that. So let's create a, so this is a class inventory tab. It takes in a frame. And then, so where's my other example? So I started doing widget declarations within those tabs. But then I have to. Wait. Because I'm not even. What's the point of this then? Because I have to add the features onto here on the inventory tab variable. Like, what was the point of that even, you know? Like, because I'm still going to have to put the widgets onto this guy here. What was the point of abstract the tabs into their own files when I am just going to add the widgets into the tab var in the main file. The point of abstracting the tabs in their own files is to organize your code and improve the maintainability. While you might seem like you're adding widgets to the tab variable in the main file, separating the tabs in their own files helps separating concerns. Each tab is responsible for its own content and functionality. By isolating the main file, focus on the overall structure while it So I need to go into my inventory tab. I need to go into my inventory tab, create an instance of the inventory tab. On some dummy value. So look like this. This is my inventory tab file. Don't show code, but walk me through what you mean. You're defining a class that creates tabs and adds it to a parent notebook. This keeps your tab definition isolated. In your main file, you'll have a tab object available. You can then add widgets to the tab from the main file. For example, like a container inside. While you can add widgets directly in the inventory tab file, it usually better to keep the tab file focused on the structural role, managing its layout, and leaving the widgets for the main file. So let's do this then. Let's create a file in tabs called notebook.py. Let's go into app.py. Let's take this out put this into notebook.py. And then let's go into app.py. Go here. We'll need to create a class in notebook.py called or we'll say tabs container, and this is going to take in the notebook ttk dot notebook. This is notebook, right? Because this is ttk notebook. Okay, and then we're gonna say def initialize self parent, right? And that's it. We're gonna say super dot init right, and then we're going to say self dot what do we say for the parent? Add onto parent. Now we pack onto parent. So now in app.py I can remove these and go from notebook.py notebook, or from tabs import notebook, from .tabs from notebook. No. How did he do it before? How did I do it before? Tabs dot. Okay. From tabs dot notebook import notebook. And so now what we'll do is we'll delete all of this I expand when fill both. So notebook we'll do here, expand one, fill both, right? And so now in app.py we can remove this and just make a notebook call, and the parent is going to be app. So now if I run, No. Parent. Oh, no, it's parent dot. Parent dot pack. Right? No, I do self dot pack. And nothing. Oh, because we're not adding in these. Okay. So we have let me go back here, I guess, and I'll go like this, take this, right, and then we'll delete it out of here. And then go into here and paste it into here. So then this is going to be tab control equals to notebook so we need a parent. I can't pass in okay, then I guess guess never mind then, right? Because if we don't need this notebook then, because it's kind of a waste. I'm sorry, a waste of time, because we still have to pass in the root or the parent, which is app, right? And so we're just creating the notebook here. We have to create the tabs in here, so that will bring us back to where we were. And we're just gonna have to create, what we can do then is, what we can do is create classes in the inventory tab specific to specific frames or whatnot that we can then import and just pack onto this variable. So it can be pretty easy. Like we can just do the inventory tab here, right? Make a couple spaces, do the expense tab. Make a couple spaces, do the transactions tab. Couple spaces, do income statement tab. You guys get the gist. balance sheet tab. And then we have these settings tab. Right? We used to have the main loop. Right? Right. So these are our tabs. And then we'll make this be the notebook. Right. Let's make it look like that. Yeah. Make it look a little pretty. Right? So this has got to be stir. Parent has got to be a notebook, right? So is that how you're supposed to do a type hint for that? It looks like you're trying to create an inventory tab class that inherits from TTK frame. In the snippet you're adding TTK frame, not notebook. Is that correct for type hinting? The type hinting your code is mostly covered with a small tweak to make. Parent TTK. General CT. Both a general TK instance or a notebook instance as okay, so it should be this. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this, go through here, paste, 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 and paste. Okay, cool. So now we have proper type hints going on. We have our tabs sectioned out, and then we have it organized in here appropriately. So then I'll go down here, I'll just abstract this out a little bit and call this utilities. Right? And then we'll just make this go like that. Utilities. It's a lot of I's in that word. Root window. So this is going to be like, right? Okay. Nah, whatever. Let's make it a line. Okay, so now that everything should be still okay, right? Perfect. So I want to make a frame, position it in the top left of inventory, and give it a little bit of padding. So we're gonna define a class called the inventory matrix. And it's going to be inventory section, inventory matrix section. We're going to call ttk dot frame. Going to say def under init on self, right? Parent, which will be a I don't know, the text. Or whatever, I think it's just parent. So then we're going to super the init of the parent, and then we're going to parent dot add self, right? So now if I call inventory dev dot, and I say my headphones died, guys. I think that's our call here. My headphones just canceled out here. So my thing is, I'm trying to figure out, should we... So I go inventory tab. No, I don't. I want to go. How did it, I'm confused. How did he add stuff? He just did dot grid. He added it to the grid. Dot grid self. So we're gonna go like this. Go inventory matrix section. is equal to from inventory tab import all. So it's equal to inventory matrix section for inventory tab, right? So now if I run that, so let's see, how does this look? It looks good with a couple of small adjustments. The inventory matrix section is better to specify a parent type hint since it's inheriting from T. Parent could be a or a frame. You might want to update the type hint using parent.grid self inside the inventory master matrix section constructor. We should call self.grid to place in the frame and the parent. Okay. So self.grid, you add it in itself, and then you give a type hint to parent of tk.tk or ttk.frame, right? So now if we take this and run, okay, does it like that now? Let's see what it says. We'll make this inventory matrix frame. Inventory matrix frame. Inventory matrix frame. Can you have vars in Python that are, yeah, you can. Okay. The inventory tab, and then frame that adds to the grid. We want to add this at x equals, no, at row 0, column 0, pad x 5, pad y 5. Right? So now if we run this, have to be lowercase. So then I'm calling this in my tabs. Let's see. So in my app.py, I am calling the two like this. Your code seems to be a small typo. On the second line, you're calling inventory matrix frame, but the class in your previous code is inventory matrix section. I changed it. Right? Code looks good. You fixed the class name and grid looks good. However, I'd recommend ensuring the following. Inventory tab is apparent. Okay. So then what we're going to do, I'm going to really quickly add a class inventory matrix tree. Okay, so it's going to be ttk dot tree view, right? Just take this down. Super in the parent. This is going to be on a frame. Grid. So what happens if I take this, go right here, go over to here, copy this, delete that, but put this down like that, and then run. Okay, so still nothing. So then if we add the inventory matrix with a tree view, and we put this, we call the inventory matrix inventory equal to tree tree calls in inventory matrix frame. Cool. So now we're getting that there. Look at us, guys. We're doing this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're getting a actual visualization in our side of our frame here. So what we're going to have this do is expand to be about half of our 3/4 of our of our section here, or probably about half of it. Honestly, I'll probably just do half and half, right? But that looks really good. Nice. Right? So what we'll do is we'll just keep adding in our specific classes here, and um, that'll be our specific sections, and yada, and then we can just import them directly into here, and then just pack them that way. So it's super organized now. This is really good. Nice. Look at us, guys. Woohoo! So what we'll do is I think what we'll have is I'll make this frame half and have it weight right have be at half, and then we'll have a section here for adding in more items, and then a section for adding it for um, searching an item, and then when you search an item it'll pull up an additional window to like make edits, and then you can submit the edits, and then that will repopulate the program or the for there. Yeah, woo! So cool. All right, you guys, I'm gonna be done for tonight. This was really cool. This was the after hour session. Sorry, my headphones died, so we stopped listening to music. But I'm gonna go ahead and git add, git commit, uh, project structure. Right? Project structuring. Mm, I'll just use all lowercase, right? Struct structuring. Gosh, can't spell. All right, sweet. Now we have committed this. Sweet, you guys. This is looking awesome. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with the Tkinter in general. How to get a window going. What are these like? What are widgets? What are things going? So this is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me.